Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Willowdale's Backyard Mini Farm. And I'm here today, June 6, 2021, to give you guys a little update on the giant pumpkins. And here's a nice look at the patch, actually. If you're wondering why I've got all these boards up here, it's to try and keep our rabbit muffin in this area, in the back patio area. But let's just say, to keep a long story short, she's basically figured out a way to get into the main area pretty much every day. So we'll probably bring the boards down very soon. But anyway, so let's take you over to the plants. This year the plants are off to a bit of a slow start, but I've got an interesting plan I'm thinking of implementing over the next couple of days. So here are our plants here. This one here is the, let's see, that is the 1251 new, i.e. Chad new. Is the grower, the guy who grew the pumpkin that this seed came from. And over there is another 1251 new. And over there is a 1378 new. But as you can see, they're pretty small. Like, this one's doing not too bad. I put this one in, let's see, this one went in, I believe, a couple weeks after these guys. So these guys went in on the 2nd of May, and this guy went in about, oh boy, I think around the 20th of May. So he's doing better. Like, he's got, you know, a leaf that's the size of my hand here. And he's got about 4 or 5 true leaves. But what I'm thinking of doing, guys, is since it's already beginning of June here, I'm thinking of putting in my last backup plant, which is right over here. This guy is doing really nice, and he's still in the pot. Now I had to transfer him into a big pot, which may end up being, that may actually nip me in the butt, because getting the plant out of this giant pot and into here without breaking roots is going to be a challenge. However, you can see though, he's already got the main vine shooting out here, right? There's the stump, like way over there, right? And he's already got a nice main vine, and the main vine's up in the air, which isn't good, but we can stake that down, so that's not really a problem. But yeah, he's shooting out nice, and he's got leaves that are, you know, bigger than my hands. So, and he's got like more than half a dozen, 7, 8 leaves here going. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually, I saved this back up because it seemed like, I don't know, I think I just put them in too early. I tried to jump the gun because all the pros, like the Mark Clemences, the Chad News, and the Moby Mikes of the giant pumpkin world, the real pros, you know, they get their pumpkins in at least at the beginning of May, if not earlier, like in April. But they also have heating cables in the ground, so that the soil stays warm, which I don't have. And I tried using like plastic on top of my cloche here to, you know, to try and warm things up, but it was warm inside, but it wasn't warm in the ground. And so I think these guys are just stunted. Like, they're just kind of sitting there. They grew a little bit, but they're not really taking off. So I put them in, like I say, May the 2nd, which is pretty ambitious. For here in Toronto, Ontario. That's pretty ambitious. So this guy, he went in later when it was starting to warm up a little bit, and, you know, where the nighttime cools were around 9-10 degrees, you know, and so he was pretty happy. But again, he's not, I mean, he's doing okay. But I think this guy might be the one. He's been in the pot, he's been real happy, you know, climate controlled the whole time. I have him out in the patio for hardening off right now, but, you know, he spent a lot of time in the house, just growing along, you know, just trucking along, doing his thing. So he's pretty happy. So I'm thinking there's a new moon cycle, like the starting on the 10th. So in 4 days from now, that's when the whole cycle starts again. So I don't know much about this stuff, but basically when you have when the new moon cycle is starting, that means that the water in the earth is sort of being sucked towards the moon, so it's gradually coming up towards the surface of the ground, which is kind of when you want to get your plants in. You don't want to get it when you've already reached full moon and the water is kind of falling away from the surface. You don't want to plant your plants at that time. You want to plant them when the water is being sucked up by the moon's pull on the earth. That's when you want to plant. So I consulted the chart there, and it looks like that'd be around the 10th of June. So that's my plan. I'm going to put the backup plant. This just happens to be the 1378, which is also very cool. So it's the biggest plant in terms of genetics. So yeah, I'll put the 1378 new in on the 10th, and we'll just most likely I'll snip these two guys out of there, maybe even this guy as well, and we'll just go with the 1378, and we'll roll for the whole summer with him. And then yeah, hopefully we'll end up with a nice fruit at the very end. But that's the update, guys. So yep, plants are doing not too badly, and we're gonna do, I think, a final transplant into the cloche on the 10th of May. We'll try to get that a nice looking plant in there successfully, and then we'll really start trucking along. Okay, so hope that was fun, guys, useful. And I'll sign off now, and we'll do this again soon. Thanks for watching. Signing off from Willowdale's Backyard Farm.